Mr. Monokuma, Mr. Monokuma, do you have a second? I don't really like myself. I don't have any kind of skill or hobby I can say I'm super good at, and my grades are totally average too. My reflexes are okay, not great, not awful. I could get into a decent college where I'd make a few friends, maybe even find a normal girlfriend, which is exactly why I don't like who I am. I understand that now. My life is just one giant copy-paste. I don't have any imagination. I'm a perfectly average cardboard cutout. Hello guys and welcome back to Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc. In the last episode, if you don't remember, we finished investigating the second floor. We learned some new interesting details, but there were also some things that were pretty confusing in there. And in this episode, we're just gonna go back to our everyday normal life. You must be referring to yesterday. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. But right now, I need to hurry up and head to breakfast. Is that entire Monokuma theater just Monokuma making fun of us? Looks like there's nobody to talk to out here in the hallways right now, so before going into the cafeteria, I'd like to go on a quick tangent real quick. An interesting thing is, I don't know how many of you know this, but when you upload a YouTube video, specifically a gaming video, you have the ability to list what game you're playing, so that way, when someone clicks on the description for your video, they can see the game there, and then they can click on that and go see other videos about the same game. And I always do that for my videos just because. And an interesting thing that I noticed when typing in Danganronpa into that is that it not only lists the major games, it doesn't just list the 3 mainline games, it also lists the 2 spin-off games, Ultra Despair Girls and Danganronpa S, which is pretty cool, but, you know, kinda expected. But it also lists a bunch of more obscure Danganronpa games. First of all, it lists Kirigiri-so, which is a Japanese-only sound novel, as it's described by Spike-Chunsoft. It's sort of a crossover between Danganronpa and Odogiri-so, which is one of Spike-Chunsoft's older titles. I think Kirigiri-so is really cool, although be aware it does have spoilers for Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, so don't check that game out unless you've already experienced the first game. It also lists Cyber Danganronpa VR, which is a VR tech demo of sorts, where you get to play through the 4th class trial from this game, or at least a part of it, and get to see that in VR, and you have the characters like actively jumping around and throwing words at each other. It's supposed to be sort of like a thing to tease the 3rd Danganronpa game. Of course, since it's the 4th class trial, it contains spoilers for this game here, so don't check that out unless you've finished chapter 4 of this game. I'm very curious as to why they didn't do the 1st class trial from this game. Why specifically the 4th one? Because, like, you'd think that that would be the one they go for because it's the first trial of the game, it contains the least spoilers for the main game, and, you know, you just have the most characters. But I guess maybe that's why, because if you have more characters in the cast, then you have more characters that you need to animate, which is something you don't really want for just this quick, like, 15-minute tech demo. That aside, it also lists Danganronpa Unlimited Battle, which is a defunct mobile game from like 2015, I want to say. I think there was some sort of controversy with that game where it was just like another mobile game, but with Danganronpa characters like put into it, like the exact same like coding and framework for the game, but it's just like, hey, here's Danganronpa characters now. It also lists a bunch of the collections for the games. It has Danganronpa 1 and 2 Reload, which I'm not even sure how to pronounce the title for that one because it's Danganronpa 1 and then a dot and then 2 Reload. So is it like Danganronpa 1 and 2 Reload, or Danganronpa 1 by 2, or Danganronpa 1 times 2? or Danganronpa 1.2 or 1.2. I don't know, it's weird. It also has other collections that you'd expect to see, like Danganronpa Trilogy, which connects the main 3 Danganronpa games, and Danganronpa Decadence, which again collects the main 3 Danganronpa games, as well as Danganronpa S, one of the spin-offs. It also, weirdly enough, has the Danganronpa Trilogy and Raincode bundle, which isn't even like a physical game you can buy, it's just like a Steam bundle, which is very strange to me for some reason. But yeah, it's really nice seeing like how thorough they were with like adding Danganronpa games to that sort of YouTube feature, especially for someone like me who loves obscure Danganronpa stuff and checking all that out. Anyways, tangent aside, I want to see if I can go into the warehouse and bathhouse yet. Taco was right, we really can get in here now. Okay, 3 others are waiting in the dining hall. I guess we'll have to save that until free time. Morning, Makoto. Good morning. Is everyone here already? Nope, still waiting on Byakuya and Taka. Byakuya is no surprise, but it's strange Taka's not here yet. Knowing Taka, I imagine he's trying to get the King of Tardiness up and out of bed. I'm sure they'll be here soon enough. Just be patient. I don't mind waiting for them, but there is one problem. Which is? I am thirsty.
How the hell is that a problem?
Hifumi, would you like to make some tea?
Huh?
Milk tea, if you please. Why me? Your roundish figure reminds me of the owner of the coffee shop I used to frequent. Is that your reason? I can feel my throat drying out. Quickly, please.
Okay.
Apparently unable to refuse Celeste's orders, Hifumi skulked his way into the kitchen. And a few minutes later...
Thank you for waiting.
Hifumi reappeared with a tray in his hand, the gentle aroma growing stronger as he approached. Finally. You could have made some for the rest of us, you know.
I emphatically decline. You're not my type at all. It's about the law of causality. Basic instinct acts and reacts.
Well then, if you don't mind. A small smile played across her lips as she held the teacup delicately in her hand. Wait. She cocked her head to the side, and then threw the cup as hard as she could at the wall.
What the? Hey, what are you doing, my little white rabbit?
I hate this kind of tea.
I don't understand.
Imagine we are at a coffee shop, just any normal everyday cafe. I sit down and I order some tea. They then ask me, do you like lemon or milk? Now, further imagine that I replied, hi yes, I would like milk tea, please. In this case, along with my tea, they may bring me a small container of milk, yes? But this is not for me. I'm among those who prefer the milk to be part of the process from the outset. The fragrance is just so overwhelmingly sweet that's that way. Adding milk or lemon right before you drink is like dousing your fries in ketchup. Mere condiments. Whenever looking for a cafe, I first review their menu to see if it offers proper style of milk tea. And I cannot acknowledge any milk tea that does not add the milk during the brewing process. If I had to describe our shared reaction to what we just heard, I'd have to go with wide-eyed bewilderment.
I went to all that trouble to make you that tea and you wanted me to go even farther?
Yes, I realize it could be a bit of a hassle. Even in cafes that offer proper milk tea, it is always more expensive than simple tea with milk. It takes more time to prepare, surely, but why even bother creating a menu if you are not going to offer the highest level of quality?
Well, we don't actually have a menu.
That does not matter. Hurry up and bring me what I asked for, swine.
What? Okay.
I do so love coercion. You were like a totally different person just now.
Yeah, shit. Really went psycho there.
I knew there was more to her when I first met her. I'd hate to have her as my enemy. Seriously, man, she's one scary chick. I don't feel like Makoto's the type of guy to say chick. I feel like he might have picked that up from Mondo. The dining hall doors flew open, and one of the late arrivals came storming in. But... Bad news, everyone. There's a mystery afoot. Huh? What happened? It would seem that Byakuya refuses to leave his room. I stood there pressing his doorbell over and over, but he never showed himself. Maybe he just wasn't there. I'd like to think so, but I'm worried something might have happened to him. What he meant by that? He didn't have to say anything else. Everyone understood exactly what that might mean. It might be a good idea if we all split up and go look for him. I was just about to suggest the same thing. Stop trying to one-up everyone. Okay, then I'll go check his room one more time. I'm just gonna keep on hammering that button till I get a response. Very well. Then the rest of us can go check the rest of the building. Yeah, before it's, too late. Anyway, we just have to do our best to find Byakuya. So where might Byakuya have gone? Maybe he went to go check out the second floor of the school again. Celeste is still here. Celeste, aren't you going to help look for Byakuya? I have not had my tea yet. Huh? Until my thirst is satisfied, I have no urge to do anything. If you are in a hurry, feel free to motivate Hifumi to move faster. Okay. But aren't you being kind of selfish? Celeste is so different in Chapter 2 compared to Chapter 1. In Chapter 1, she was just like this mysterious, very soft-spoken, but like calculated person. In Chapter 2, she's just kind of like a petulant child. Ah, Mr. Naegi, what's going on? Well, nobody's seen Byakuya this morning, so we all decided to go look for him. What? That's not good at all. However, this little piggy needs to. I have a holy edict to deliver proper milk tea to my master. To bless this undeserving swine with such honor, I will serve you with all my heart and soul. Oh, okay. Good luck with that. Fumi's created some creepy alternate reality for himself. We've got people searching all over the school, so I'll go ahead and talk to any of them and see if there's any interesting dialogue. Hey, Tuko. Hanging out with Hina, huh? I did not deliver that properly. What? You got a problem with that? No. Something might have happened, right? Being alone right now might not be safe. So you got scared and decided to stay close to Hina. I guess everyone has a softer side. As long as I'm with the sports idiot. If something does happen, I'm sure she'd jump in without thinking and take the fall. Huh? What? Were you eavesdropping? Awful. You're just awful. Get lost, you stray cats. Hey, Hina, any luck? Nah, it's no use. I keep banging on his door and nothing. Come on already, open up. Careful, you're gonna bust the door down hitting it that hard. Relax, this is nothing compared to what Sakura could do. Sakura's really awesome, you know? If she wanted to, she could tear this door to shreds. I see. Well, she is the ultimate martial artist. She might actually be able to do it. Been knocking long enough. I think I could say for sure he's not here. I think you're right. Okay, I'm gonna go look around for him. Okay, good luck. I said, go away, wandering pig. What the heck is a wandering pig? Also, Hifumi's the one who's the swine here. What's Hiro doing in the bathroom? What are you doing in the bathroom, Hiro? Huh? Oh, well, I consulted the spirits and he had a bathroom emergency and couldn't make it to breakfast. His guts forced him to spend all morning in the can. But I was totally wrong. Swing and a miss. 3 strikes, I'm out. That feels kind of morbid to say, like, the day after the baseball player got executed. Yeah, Byakuya doesn't seem like the kind of guy to have problems like that. Or I guess not the morning after, but like 2 days after. So I think we could check out the bathhouse and the warehouse now, since we're on the search for Byakuya, so let's check these places out too. The place does look pretty nice. I know we're searching for a missing person who might be dead, so this is probably not the best time to compliment the place, but this place does look really cool. It's got these, relaxing chairs over here. This specific locker is open. Lockers. One of them is unlocked, but I don't see anything inside. How's it going? You find him? No? Shit. Man, where'd the hell he go? Got his head stuck so far up his ass, who knows what's going on with him. I figured maybe he was taking a bath or something. So what about you? You a morning bath kind of guy? After spending all night riding your hog, wind in your face, there's nothing better than a morning dip. The hot water loosens you up, and the heat of your soul gets your heart and body pumping. Sure thing. I'll have to take your word for all that. What? You don't know what I'm talking about? Fucking nerd. Guys gotta expose themselves to each other, you know? Come with me next time, you'll see. I'll think about it. But I mean, it's not like you've been riding your hog here in the school, right? I always forget that you can actually go in here too. But yeah, very nice area. This bathtub is huge. Oh, you could go into the sauna as well. Oh, I had no idea. This place is pretty sweet. But yeah, Byakuya is definitely not here. What's this? Is it the heat source for the sauna? Let's go check the warehouse. Holy crap, this place is huge. Aha! I see you came to search this area as well, Makoto. But you were one step too late. I've already finished my investigation, and there was no trace of Byakuya here. An army marches on his stomach, as they say. So I thought maybe he would come here to have his fill. We must all eat. Eat until there's nothing left to eat. Anyway, now is no time to get discouraged. We must head elsewhere to continue our search. Yeah, you're right. Looks like there's no one searching on the first floor, so we can assume that there's nothing happening there. Kyoko and Chihiro are on the second floor, though, so let's talk to them, see what we've learned there. So, you thought to come here, too? Huh? If you think about what Byakuya was so interested in yesterday, you could probably guess where he is right now, huh? Huh? What was it Byakuya was interested in again? Chihiro is sitting over here in the corner. Oh, hey Makoto. So, did you find Byakuya? No, I didn't see him anywhere. I see. Somehow Kyoko figured out where he might be. Huh. Kyoko's so amazing. She's so cool. She's smart. She seems really tough. She's definitely smart, that's for sure. That feels like an insult because Chihiro mentioned that she's amazing, cool, smart, and tough, and he immediately goes, she's definitely smart, that's for sure. I know what he means. I know that that's supposed to be a compliment, but I don't know, the way I read it just seemed like a huge insult. Compared to, say, Sakura or even Hina, she doesn't seem all that different from Chihiro. Is it weird to compare them like that? Yeah, kinda. Sakura's over in the, over next to the pool, so let's see what she has to say. It would appear Byakuya is not here. Since it's morning, I thought he might have gone to the locker room for exercise, but I forgot the girls can't open the boys' locker room door. Ah, yeah, that's true. I knocked, but nobody answered. I listened for the sound of equipment being used, but there was nothing. So he must not be in there. Besides, Byakuya doesn't seem like the type to go sweat it all out this early in the morning. Do you exercise every single morning, Sakura? Of course. If I didn't get my blood pumping early in the morning, it would throw off my rhythm for the entire day. I wonder, can I actually check inside here? I can. Pretty basic stuff in here, but no sign of Byakuya. Now this is an interesting poster. Obviously someone put this in the school, but is it really okay to have something like this here? I love that line. Now this is an interesting poster. This pool is massive, and I think you could actually walk over to different places here. Although, it's really weird because you have to imagine that we're looking at this from Makoto's perspective, right? So if we're looking from where Makoto's standing, is he just standing on top of the water? Or better yet, he immediately just dived into the water for no reason. If you look from over here, it looks like he's standing, like, next to the pool. But if you move the camera at all, it looks like he's just gliding across the pool. Did he get stuffed into the locker like a nerd? No, but we got a monocoin. Can we go over here? Yep. Now see, this is normal. Or, is it? No, because, like, if you look from over here, it does look like he's standing on the ground. But if you look from over here, it does look like he's standing on the pool. Maybe it's just supposed to be that he's still standing right here, but this is just like zooming in for the player's sake and not actually supposed to be him walking over there. But then that does make one part of the game later on in the game a bit weird. I'll point that out whenever we get to that because I want to see what they do for that. Anyways, point is Byakuya's not here. He's not in any of the classrooms either, so I'll just point out that he's over here in the library because that's what he was interested in before, because he's, as Mondo would put it, a fucking nerd. When I opened the door to the library and looked inside, I cried out in sudden surprise. Byakuya? He's fine. Of all the things I'd imagined, this most definitely wasn't one of them.
釣りでもやってるように見えるか。読書中だ。静かにしろ。ごめん。じゃなくてさ、こんなとこで何やってんの？みんな心配して探してるんだよ。どうして探されなければならない？だって朝はみんなで集まって朝食って約束だったでしょ。約束？まったく、ゆっくり読書もできないのか。
Byakuya snapped his book shut and slowly stood up, smooth and silent as a shadow. I do love that line from him, though. I'm fishing. What does it look like? Meanwhile, the others must have heard me yell and started showing up, one after another. Byakuya! So this is where you've been hiding. The heck are you doing here, man? We were very concerned. Well, you had no reason to be. I was just reading. I've never read such a coarse novel before, but it might just prove useful at some point. What were you reading? A mystery novel. Wait, so are you going to use what you're learning here to betray us? Don't be stupid. Yeah! It's just something to keep in mind. Yeah! What? If I decide to fight, of course I'll come up with something original. Otherwise, this game of ours will be totally boring, right? It's not often you get to take part in such high-stakes, high-tension activity. So if you're going to do it, you have to make sure it's entertaining. Those words sent a chill down my spine. There was an undeniable smile on his face as he spoke. It looked like he was actually enjoying himself. Enjoying this deranged killing game. What the fuck do you mean game? That's fucked up! But it is a game. It's a game of life or death. It can only have one winner, and that's all there is to it. He's right. It's a zero-sum game. Huh? It's a part of game theory, a mathematical model. In game theory, what we are going through now is called a zero-sum game. In this type of game, in order for one person to gain something, another must necessarily lose something. In other words, it is a situation in which participants must compete for position or resources. You mean like a kind of elimination match? Entrance exams, sports tournaments, job openings, most social interactions fall into this category. Everyone must scramble to obtain something which is limited. For you to succeed, someone else must fail. This also applies to the school life which we have been subjected to here. In this case, our limited resource is that only one of us can successfully become the Blackened. So, this game was designed from the beginning to force one of us to try and defeat all the others. That can't be what they had in mind. That is why adaptation is so crucial. If those who want to escape were to disappear, there would be no reason to continue playing the game. But why would I want to stop playing? It's so much fun. He smiled again as he spoke. The smile was filled with evil intent. It twisted his face into something not human. It sounds as if you do not acknowledge even the possibility that you may lose, am I right? Of course. You do not speak like the others. Exactly what I would expect from the Togami heir apparent. It's just normal arrogance, isn't it? You talk like that, but what if you end up dead? I won't. It simply isn't possible. Who the fuck do you think you are? You know, I still just can't believe it. Believe what? That an uneducated, brain-dead, useless piece of garbage like you has survived this long. I'm gonna fucking kill you! Like I said, I won't die. You keep saying that, but do not bother arguing with him. For him, the concept of losing simply does not exist. He is the ultimate affluent progeny, after all, a boy raised to succeed from the day he was born. He considers victory his destiny, and has lived his life accordingly. Tests and challenges are merely ways for him to stand victorious, even if it is a life-and-death situation. Is that not so, Byakuya? At least one of you seems to understand. It is because I am the same as you. Games are meant to be won. Are you trying to suggest we're on the same level? Close that vulgar mouth of yours. Well, I do apologize. Anyway, let me just say this to all of you. You all need to try harder. If an opponent isn't going to give it their best, where's the fun for me? That's terrible. That's a terrible way to look at it. This isn't a game. Our lives are on the line, you know? To kill your own friends is... it's horrific. Friends? Who decided that?
Huh?
We're not friends. No, quite the opposite. We're in competition. We're enemies.
But, you know...
But what? Stop trying to force your contradictions on me and just accept what I'm telling you. That line just makes him sound like an internet troll. Yes? If you have something to say, say it. Otherwise, keep your mouth closed.
I'm sorry.
Hey, shithead. You get off on bullying people that can't fight back? You want to try that on me? So, you're back to pretending to be friends, huh? How long do you think that's going to last? Fuck you! Is that all you can say? It's unfortunate you would waste your breath on such empty gibberish. That's it, you're fucking dead!
Hold on, just calm down.
I am calm!
How is this calm?
Anyway, I don't have any intention of working with the rest of you any longer. To cooperate during an elimination game is, well, frankly, it's a waste of time. And I hate wasting my time.
Waste of time?
Engaging in friendly group meals is out of the question. Someone could easily poison our food. And I'd rather not become part of the Last Supper just yet. Quit talking like you're in a fucking movie or something. All I'm saying is that, ultimately, you are all free to do whatever you want on your own. Goodbye. Gosh, he's such a frustrating character, but that's what makes him such a good antagonist. Without a second glance back, Byakuya left. There wasn't anything we could do to keep him from going. His way of thinking was just beyond anything the rest of us could even comprehend.
Was he serious about all that?
He was, without a doubt. Well, fuck him then!
But what he said, he might not necessarily be wrong. I mean, can you say for sure someone won't poison our food? Hey, come on, you too, Toko? Well, it's not like anyone would even care if I was gone, right? Actually, I bet y'all want me gone. Y'all think I'm disgusting.
None of us think that.
You just think you don't think that. I know some people like to play the victim, but this is just totally out there. You think I don't know, but I do. You want me gone. And I'm sure the rest of you want the same thing, don't you? Hey, wait, Toko. Just let her go. Once she gets going like that, there's nothing you can say to bring her back.
Ultimately, they keep saying ultimately, which I keep thinking of as a pun because they're all ultimates. Ultimately, our breakfast meeting came to an end without answering any questions. Everyone headed back to their rooms. Jeez, I'm tired already, but I don't have time to take even one day off. I need to get myself going. Free time!